What is a protest? Google defines protest as a statement or action expressing disapproval of or objection to something. Protests can range from racial issues, like the March on Washington and the Selma to Montgomery March, to protesting taxes like the OG of all protests, the Boston Tea Party. Sadly, I have never been to a protest. Makes me feel like a fake American. I've missed a BLM protest because I was living in Russellville, Arkansas, and there was no protest happening around me. However, after surfing Reddit, I found one would be happening at the Capitol building in Denver.
We're not gonna take it anymore. This is our country.
As you can see, Colorado's beautiful Capitol building. And honestly, it's the first time I've ever been at the Capitol building. It's so gorgeous. And that's where the Illuminati stay. Earlier today, I was on Reddit, and I saw they were going to be protesting the SCOTUS decision.
Quick explainer on the Trump immunity decision. The key take-home of the opinion is this. The 6 Republican justices held that presidents are entitled to absolute immunity for anything the presidents do within their exclusive constitutional authority.
And honestly, I've never been able to interview protesters, and so I thought today would be the perfect day. We're going to hang out with them, interview them. I'm not politically affiliated in any way. This is just out of curiosity. If you don't like politics, I would probably not watch this video. But I want to know what's going on. I want to know what they're protesting here. And shout out Reddit. Reddit made this possible. Through all the porn, we still love you. Hey, excuse me. Are you here for the protest? Do you mind if we interview you real quick? We're not politically affiliated in any way. I just saw a Reddit post.
Okay.
And I thought it would be super sick to be here.
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. I'm Damon, by the way.
Damon, I'm Jason.
So what is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean that we don't have a monarchy here. Just because you're the president doesn't mean that the laws don't apply to you.
No, I believe that as well.
Yeah. If you're a president, then you're a citizen like anyone else, and you should face consequences like anyone else.
Hell yeah.
We don't do kings here.
Did you also find this protest via Reddit?
I actually found it through Instagram.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And
I found it through Reddit.
I got it on Reddit. So.
Oh, yeah. I was just surfing through hella porn. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, of course, man.
I'll probably be back around, Jace. We'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, cheers. You would vote for the person who calls veterans.
No, I love Biden. Biden, who I love.
I feel like I should moderate this. Were you guys arguing?
I don't know, to be honest. He asked me what Project 2025 was. He didn't
What is
really
that?
want to hear it. Project 2025 is a almost 900 pages, pretty much outlines, to make it short and sweet, a Christian theocracy over the U.S. We've seen how theocracies go in the Middle East and all throughout history. Doesn't work out for anybody.
I mean, that's why America became a country, right? To escape religious persecution.
Right.
I paid attention to history, kind of.
The other component that is frightening is the president of the Heritage Foundation, so one of the architects of this mandate, I don't know what his intent was by saying this, but he said that we are in the process of a second American Revolution that will be bloodless if the left allows it to be. So
that's kind of scary.
You tell me how that sounds.
That sounds extremely scary. Well, I just wanted to come in. It also seemed like that guy was just on your fucking case.
I don't know what about. He said I was going to destroy the country. I really don't know how. To me, I'm trying to save everything the Founding Fathers stood for, which was separation of church and state.
I mean, I'm a Christian, and I also do believe there needs to be a separation.
That's
because
totally
not everyone's a Christian. Not everyone believes in religion.
I mean, I'm totally for freedom of religion.
Yeah,
but if you
100%.
install a theocracy, you destroy that. I mean, God, I was riding around with my friend who Christianity is everything to him. Mm-hmm. And we stopped at a light. There was someone homeless, panhandling, and he came up to his window, and without even thinking, he pulled out just a Ziploc ready to go with clothing and personal hygiene, and that's what it's about. At least that's what I thought it was about, not, suppressing people to your will, whatever you claim that to be. That's wrong.
Because people should be able to choose whatever they want with their lives, unless they're fucking with kids or doing something illegal. Awesome.
If you read some of the mandates of Project 2025, it should terrify most people who don't want to live somewhere like, you look what happened there was a guy in North Korea who was just executed for listening to K-pop.
In North Korea, those watching South Korean dramas and movies or listening to songs must do so at the risk of their own lives. For the first time, the Ministry of Unification has made public the record of an execution of a person violating North Korea's law on rejecting reactionary thought and culture. Enacted in late 2020, the law bans North Koreans from watching foreign content that the regime believes potentially poses a threat to it.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's what a dictatorship does.
Yeah.
And then you introduce theocracy into that as well, and you get what's happening in Afghanistan with the Taliban. You know what happens to people who dissent. So if we don't use our voice, use our vote, this might be the last time that it even matters.
Go vote. Awesome. Appreciate your time. I guess I need to probably look up 2025. I don't know what that is. I always see this too. I've always wanted to interview them. People who are protesting for Gaza. I mean, I have no political affiliation. I'm just here wanting to know what people are thinking. What does this say? Fuck those guys. Hey, is this your setup? Hey, excuse me. Is this your setup? Is it his setup? Hey, is this your setup? Do you mind if we interview you real quick? Yeah. So, you're here all the time, huh? So every time I drive past here, I see this setup.
This is almost 4 years.
Whoa, wow.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 9 in the morning to 5, 6 afternoon, I'm here.
For past 4 years?
That's past 4 years.
Wow.
And I try to educate the American young generation. And that is the whole situation. That is my education background is political economics.
So,
okay?
you know most than more people?
I know the most than what's going on in Middle East.
Yeah. Hey, are you here for the protest as well? You mind if we interview you? It's cool. We can sit down. My leg's kind of hurt, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you could probably use a seat in the shade.
Yeah, it's hot. And I've never been to a protest before, so I was like, man, we might as well. I'm interested in it. I would imagine other people are.
Yeah, I've gone to a fair share of protests around here.
Yeah.
Lived here for like a little over 5 years now. I went to the initial Black Lives Matter ones that are going on during the pandemic.
How was that? Was that pretty huge?
It was pretty massive here. There was a lot of turnout for those ones. I remember there was like a good week or two of just constant protests, like day after day after day. Those leaked into the night a lot of times, and there was a lot of tear gassing and arrests.
Oh shit!
Yeah, people got arrested here. Are you familiar with like the Elijah McClain story?
I'm not. No.
I'd recommend looking that up. Elijah McClain's like a big Black Lives Matter kind of story, local to Colorado. It's a sad story, but that's kind of like our own like local cause within that movement.
A new report on the death of an unarmed black man after an encounter with police finds the officers who stopped him were wrong. 23-year-old Elijah McClain died following the confrontation in Aurora, Colorado back in 2019. Now, a panel of medical and legal experts found crucial mistakes by officers and paramedics ultimately led to his death. Omar Villafranca is in Aurora and spoke with McClain's father. What must he be thinking this morning? Omar, good morning to you.
Good morning. Elijah McClain's family says the report basically confirms what they've been saying the whole time, that the Aurora Police Department and medics violated his basic civil rights and then tried to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. So that's one that spurs a lot of interest here. I've been going to a lot of like the pro-Palestine movement going on around here. Some of the Ukrainian ones that were going on a couple years ago.
Yeah, that guy said he's been protesting for like 4 years.
Oh yeah, Democracy for Iran guy. I don't know his name. He's sitting out there literally every single day.
Dude, that is impressive.
I live in this area. Like I walked here, yeah, he sits out there every single day.
Damn, that's pretty intense.
No, that's it's commitment, and I respect it absolutely.
I respect it too. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. How did you figure out about this? I guess via the internet.
Yeah, Denver subreddit.
That's where I found it too. I saw it and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the Denver subreddit's kind of funny. It's very kind of like
Eclectic.
Yeah, kind of eclectic.
You get a lot of different shit on there.
You get a lot of different shit. You get a lot of like NIMBYs and like.
What is NIMBYs?
Not in my backyard. So people who live outside, people who either live on the edge of Denver or outside of Denver and don't like support causes really. Fake progressives who are like, yeah, we should build like homeless shelters, but just not
in my backyard.
Not in my backyard.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's kind of like things like that, you know.
My question is, how do you feel about this protest? I honestly, I just now starting to hear about the SCOTUS decision. I guess I was not very well informed.
Yeah, it's pretty comical. It's getting to the point now where like, you know, the Supreme Court it's like a farce of what it's supposed to be. It's been weaponized by obvious politicians to use it as a force to push their own agendas. And I think they framed this right when I was reading about this rally, is that it's more of a rally than a protest because unfortunately we don't know.
What's the difference?
A protest usually has a push for a specific cause to like make something happen within our own control. Unfortunately, Colorado Capitol governor, we don't really have much control over the Supreme Court's ruling. We can kind of push things within our own like
localities.
Yeah, localities. It's kind of like when Roe versus Wade was overturned. I went to some protests with that, and luckily our governors and people who are in power were able to codify abortion rights and stuff like that here. There's not really a lot we could do for this ruling. Like, I'm always curious to see what they say as well.
All right, ready? Hey, hello! The Supreme Court has got to go!
Now we're doing a march And to be completely honest, I don't really, I kind of started doing like some other shit, if I'm being honest. I started talking about other things, I was like, whoa. Honestly, I really enjoyed making this video. It got me outside of my comfort zone. It had me talk to people which I probably wouldn't speak to if I wasn't at this event. And it educated me a little bit on what's happening in this country. Whether opinion you have on this situation, that's your God-given American right to have. And if you want to go protest it, go protest it. Like I said, this video was not meant to sway anybody, but only to show you my experience. So that was the protesting video. That was my first protest. I guess I need to do some research. I implore you guys to do some research. Now we're about to get a drink, get something to eat, because hungry and thirsty. I also got shit. Enjoy.